You think he's a sociopath?
No, I think he's just like a average corporate douche, right?
Sociopath?
Yeah!
Welcome to In Between the Scenes, the podcast where movie-loving friends dive deep into movies that we love, movies that we hate, and movies that we love to hate. We will break down the hits, the misses, and everything in between, one reel at a time. I am
Sparsh.
And I am Oliver.
Well, grab your snacks and let's look at today's feature. Martin Scorsese's 31st film, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
Ow! It's one of my favorite words in German. Hurensohn. It's son of a bitch.
Hurensohn?
Hurensohn.
Nice, I like
And I know this because my German friend I used to live with, he was telling this story about how he was with his friend playing a video game. His friend had come over, casual time, play date. Grown up, he was like 13, and then his mom came in and was like, switch it off, guys, enough playtime. When he doesn't like react to it, and then she comes and like switches off the console, and then in front of his friend he yells, "Du bist ein Hurensohn," which is "you're a son of a bitch." Yeah, as an immigrant, I don't think I can speak back to my parents. Yeah.
Did that kid get a beating? Did that kid get a beating?
Yeah.
It's like the kids in my high school. I don't know if I ever told you. Ludwig. They're just telling teachers to blow dick all day. It's ridiculous. All right, Wolf of Wall Street. What do you think?
I think fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking grade A class. I agree.
Why?
So I'll ask you. Great movie because great movie, or great movie because Leonardo DiCaprio for 3 hours? In that role specifically.
I think, great movie because of Leonardo DiCaprio in that role for 3 hours.
Yeah.
The trailer itself is just so awesome.
Yeah, what do we got? I don't think I didn't see the trailer before we saw it for the first time. I don't think I ever have.
My name is Jordan Belfort. The year I turned 26, I made $49 million, which really
Love this scene.
Yeah.
Oh, great suits.
Yeah.
Right?
Great suits. And you can just tell from here it's going to be well made.
The stock is going to go up and down sideways.
Matthew.
Fugazi.
Fugazi.
Very nice. Was all this legal? Absolutely not.
There are parts of this character that I don't like a lot.
Jonah Hill, really?
No, not Jonah Hill. Yeah, John Brenthal, who plays what's his name?
With the mustache? Brad, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Write your name down. I don't have a pen. Supply the pen, my friend. Yeah. What didn't you like about him?
He always seemed a little bit too edgy, right? Since the first scene when they have like, what do you call it? The diner where they're eating food and he's waiting for ketchup, right? He's just like looking around, and it just seems like those scenes, like it's really good acting, but it seems a little bit forced.
Yeah,
right?
That's fair. I think that's a good observation as well. Yeah, I never felt fully like connected to his character. It felt like he was a fully believable character.
Just watching the trailer, I think was pretty cool, and it came out when 2013.
Damn, really? Is it 12 years old?
12 years old.
I don't know what's crazier, that or the fact that 2013 is 12 years ago.
Right? Do you know what you were doing in 2013?
I would have been in my 10th grade, I guess. I would have been 26. Yeah, I would have been going into 10th grade. Yeah.
Is that huffing glue?
No, brother, I was weird and awkward in a fucking Catholic school when I was. Yeah, Not good for me.
Right,
what were you doing in 2013?
2013, I was
Puffing glue?
I was.
Was that personal? Is that where that came
No, I did have kids in my high school who would like put glue on like the insides of the chips wrapper,
And just
and this
no
like,
shit.
sniff
Was it like that
Yeah.
industrial where they had the brush and then it wasn't like Elmer's?
Yeah, it was not the
Yeah,
Elmer's.
no shit.
Not the easy dollar store
Yeah,
glue. It was like high
Where
fi
did you
chemical
get that?
industry.
Did you buy it
I
at
mean,
like an art store?
Yeah, art store is
Yeah.
pretty easy to find. Also, like in India, because you still have like so much of like industrial stuff all around you.
Mm.
So to find like glue, industrial grade glue is not that hard.
You got the posters there and like trailer. Honestly, like watching that. I mean, like looking back and seeing how it played out. But had I seen that trailer before I saw the movie, I 100% like that trailer gets me to watch the movie. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Posters. The one on the left really well accurately identifies, I think, like what the feel of the movie was. If I saw the second one, the one on the right, I don't think it ever would have caught my attention.
Did you know going into the movie that this is what the movie is about?
I have no idea. I mean, the first time I saw it for the first time years ago, but I definitely walked away thinking that was a frickin' ride, man. I mean, yeah. It's very stimulating. I mean, God.
Yeah, it is like a trip basically, just kind of sparking scenes here and there, and I think it's like what 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And just the whole time the movie follows not a super fast pace, but a consistent flow of scenes just happening one after the other.
And it keeps you. It doesn't feel like. I mean, it feels like it's a 3-hour movie, but you never really get tired of it. Like you kind of want more.
Yeah, you never like, oh, how long? It's been so long, and you just finished this. I'm just waiting for the end.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character? That's a really good question.
And then you've got to give me your favorite side character, because obviously you can't just choose.
Favorite character? I mean, the obvious choice is obviously Leonardo's character.
I almost do Jonah Hill over Leo.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jonah Hill was out of the box.
He was fucking great.
I love Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Like, when he goes and eats the man's goldfish, I was so pumped. I'm like,
like, oh god, don't do that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Even Margot Robbie's character, super solid.
Yeah.
Super nice.
She had that accent down really well. Yeah. Let's see where they get the. She's in my favorite scene, I think, when she wakes him up in the morning after he's like. And the 18 months into the marriage, it was bliss. He's like, who's Venice? Who? What are you, a fucking owl? I say that in my life all the time.
That scene was actually, suggested to Margot Robbie by a friend of Leo, I think.
No kidding.
Or I think it was a friend of Leo or Margot who was on set that day. And he was like, you should call him an owl.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, that's great. I love that. Well, favorite line by far.
Yeah, I do think she does a great job. I honestly love, what's his name? Matthew's role in the beginning. Yeah, this is the first scene.
Yeah. And how about, 10-minute cameo? Yeah.
I feel like... Well, I think he starts in like 7 minutes and just like that whole scene, it's so well lit. They're in the restaurant, they're having a meal. It's your first day into a sales job, right? And then you're having lunch at one of the finest places, and then it's your boss who's telling you that all you need to be successful in this line of business and make money is cocaine and hookers.
Cocaine and hookers.
Right.
And beating it 4 times a day.
2 times.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta get those numbers.
Oh man, if my boss told me I'm not jerking off enough. Oh.
You should probably find a new boss.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was watching a interview with Jordan Belfort last night, and it was with Piers Morgan. I don't know what news channel that is, but it's probably BBC. Might not be. I have no idea. But anyway, he was talking about some of the stuff, and we were asking, okay, what about this was actually happened? What about this was real? And just as Jordan's sort of recounting, the things that they were doing, Piers Morgan's kind of comment to that was like, you say this as if it was completely freaking normal. Right, and that's kind of like what the dynamic of that scene ended up being. Just like the whole movie was so absurd and so obscene, but it was like the entire narrative of the film was, this is completely normal. This is just okay. This is the life, because why would you live any other?
Other, right? Like,
you know what? I think that was my log line for the movie was only one key to success in this life: cocaine and hookers.
I think just having one key to success, because key is like the
beautiful. Right. That's great. Why do you know so much about cocaine?
My great close friend. I mean, no, because cocaine is, I think, everywhere. I mean, I used to work in the kitchen, in the back, prep cooking.
A lot of coke in the kitchen?
Oh, so much coke, especially in a place like Vancouver.
I wonder if my chefs were ever doing coke. They were certainly drinking Coronas. They were definitely drinking on the job. I don't know if they were cokeheads. The busboy was.
Yeah.
Busboy was definitely.
I'm gonna wipe those tables clean.
Yeah, man. One time I walked in. I'm not even gonna say that. I feel like I should. I walk in. We had this little room where you would put on your apron and just get organized for shift and everything. It was just like a tiny little back room at the top of the stairs, and I walk in one day, and Buddy's just shacking off on video call with his girlfriend in another country, and I walk in, I'm like, dude. He comes down, he's like, my friend, I'm so sorry, and tries to shake my hand, and I'm like, no, get that out of here. You're good, brother, that's crazy. We'll never unsee that.
It's not good when they come to you, my friend. you don't.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Invite me next time.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think kitchens. If you get a chance in your life for 6 months to work in a kitchen, I think that's so fun and it's a cool learning experience, because you get to work with all these incompetent people who are actually very competent, but for some reason choose not to be.
Yeah, and it teaches you so much about stress. You learn a hell of a lot about the restaurant business.
Yeah.
You learn what flies and what definitely shouldn't but does fly in a restaurant.
Yeah.
I had ate a bit of food off of people's plates.
So what is the biggest item that you've taken?
The ones that I probably shouldn't have done was pasta.
This is
yeah. But calamari. You're an Italian joint. You got a giant thing of calamari. It's a taste check, boss.
Yeah, 100%.
Calamari.
I used to do that all the time too. I would be frying chicken for tenders, and then I would purposely cook extra tenders and be like, oh, you should only get 6. You're right. These two, I guess. But I would always share amongst people.
Smart.
Right?
Smart.
So it's divide the liability overall.
Man, did you ever mess up someone's order? You ever put them in the wrong order?
So much. This one time on Canada Day. Canada is July 1st?
Yeah.
June 1st. July.
I think July.
July.
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah. I know July 4th is American.
You might want to know that before applying for PR.
Right. So it's Canada Day, and I'm working line cook at Mahoney's and Sons on UBC campus, and then I take responsibility to cook burgers.
We make a lot of burgers.
Now, there is a thing that is wrong, maybe. I mean, that is me saying that is wrong with the human brain that freaks out seeing a little bit of pink in their burger. I like a nice medium rare. Right. Man, I would have made 13 burgers and then I had to redo 13 burgers. And they were like, one table had
What,
like
you made
6
medium
people.
rare?
They were all medium rare.
You cooked it right. It's hard to make a burger medium rare.
They were all medium rare and they all came back. And what really annoyed me, the whole thing was the back of the house and the kitchen didn't really get to see any of those burgers. Because the whole back of the house was like, we'll eat it.
Yeah, they made you throw it out?
Yeah.
No
Yeah, we
kidding.
had to throw it all. And then it was like, this sucks and we had to do it again.
I was at a steakhouse the other day, and we first of all, just, I went to a steakhouse and they didn't serve wine. Just,
So it's not a steakhouse.
well, it was a halal steakhouse.
Whoa.
But we get there and we're like, we have a wine list, and they didn't have one, and so just what the hell. But we get through the meal. The steak was fine. It was good. It was way too expensive for what it was, but and for no wine. I mean, they had a non-alcoholic wine, and it was literally just grape juice. But then a guy comes in at the end of our meal, orders a steak, and it comes, and I hear him send it back because it was medium rare. And he's like, I want my steak gray.
Yeah.
And that, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's like you're choosing to waste the money.
It's like, that's sacrilegious.
Yeah.
What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes score was?
Rotten Tomatoes score. Audience or
Ooh.
critics?
What do you think was higher?
What do I think was higher? I think because how awesome the movie is. As an audience member, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
There were some like scenes that were, I think, like that could have possibly not been there and would have been fine. So the critics might see that. But I think I'm gonna go audience score of 85 and critics
Good
score
choice.
of 80.
Yeah, that's a good guess right there. I think critics score of 80 is fair. I think that's a fair guess.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. Enjoyment factor. It's you're going audience. You've got a good guess there. 85, 80. I would give. I don't want to give over 90. I would almost go even a little higher on like the critic score. I would go like 82 critic and like 87 audience. But 87 is pretty high. I'm gonna go like 82, 84.
82.
You said 84 for audience.
84
I think that's a fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, 82, 84. What is it?
82, 84.
What do you got there?
Let's see this.
We just see our log line cocaine and hookers, my friend. All right. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What do we have?
793.
793. Then
Crushed it.
tomato meter is the critic one.
Yeah.
So the critics scored it higher.
Tomato, but that's okay.
Okay. You're a
Tomato.
tomato person. I'm a tomato person.
No, you said tomato meter.
Okay. And you say tomato?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah. Fine.
How'd you literally do it 2 different ways? That's crazy.
Well, it's called being educated,
It's
you know?
called being foreign, if you ask.
Yeah, that's why being educated.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm American.
Yeah, you guys don't have an
No,
education
we
board
do not.
anymore.
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started. Let's not make this a politics podcast. All right. So you said you think Margot Robbie's your favorite character? Really?
No, I was talking about how nice Margot Robbie is, but as
Always.
per favorite character, true that she is very nice.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Favorite character? I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with his dad.
Oh, he's good. He's very good.
Yeah, I think he was my favorite person, especially in the first scene when he talks about him and he's like misses his TV show.
Yeah.
Right?
Mad Max.
Like,
Yeah.
He gets so angry and it's just like 20
Fuck! Cheerio.
I totally forgot about the accent change, but he gets so angry and it's so understandable. I mean, I don't know how households were in like 2013. You know, he
Well, this
like
was
16
'87.
years old.
What was the movie takes place in?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, 87. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fitting.
yeah.
Right. The TV is very fitting. And then, yeah, the whole reaction that got me laughing. And then he comes and warns him also. It's like, hey, you're getting out of hand. You're celebrating too much. That whole scene where he comes with the credit card
bill. Yeah. How about that scene where it's just him and his dad talking about Bush, and it's like they fall into this like dialogue about it for like 3-4 minutes, and it's just like, you know, it's like any other scene about the movie. It's kind of just like explicit, but you kind of forget it's a dynamic of like son and father, and they're just going on about this, and then all of a sudden Jordan just takes a hard right. It's like, but dad, and you kind of remind yourself, it's like that's a hell of a conversation for father son right there.
And that's very interesting because a lot of like successful people, they talk about how they don't mix money and family together.
Yeah.
Right? They like always keep it separate because once you have money, everybody's gonna come to you and ask for money.
Yeah.
And then this guy here is like, no, my dad and my friends are here with me, and we do cocaine together.
I think so. I gotta go with my favorite. I'm gonna just say is Jonah Hill because like I love Jonah Hill. I thought he did also in terms of like roles I've seen Jonah Hill do. I thought that was a really well done role for him. But my favorite's gotta be for like secondary character is his first wife, Christina Milioti, just because she was the mother from How I Met Your Mother. And I didn't know that until I had seen the movie the second time. Like, I didn't recognize her in the first time around. And every time I watch the movie, I just cherish any scene with her in it because we didn't get enough of her in the TV show.
Totally. Side note, that's because she's in How I Met Your Mother is the reason why I hate her.
Go fuck yourself. Why?
Because, okay, first of all, I am not a big fan of How I Met Your Mother.
Really? You didn't like it? Were you a Friends guy? Or you just didn't like the show?
No, I was a Friends guy, and I didn't like the show because the way it ended so quickly. The ending was super erratic. They got the mother, and the mother died. I was not a big fan. You don't see her face all throughout the show, and then when you see it, you're like, I imagined her a little bit hotter.
Sure. You know, everyone. I think that's gonna be everyone's gonna kind of see it. Yeah.
Right, and to each to their own. I just like felt a little bit disconnected, and then I think she's also there in Black Mirror.
Yeah, she was in an episode. I'm pretty sure. Which one?
The what do you call it? The video game where he like clones people from his office, and then
the Star Trek one. Yeah. You're right. New season's out. I've seen one of the.
I've seen the whole show.
Are they good? They hold up.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. I was actually liked one of them a lot more. I'm not gonna spoil it and tell you which one it was, but it was just like it was out of the box because usually Black Mirror episodes have everything about like, oh, there's gonna be a cunning side towards like technology related or something evil, but then you get to see one of the episodes is like, oh, this is actually a really nice, sweet episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think my brother's favorite episode was San Junipero. It was kind of like that. It was kind of like the heaven.
What happened?
I don't remember. At the end, it was like I think it's like a simulated heaven or something like that. He showed it to me once. It didn't stick with me as much as some of the other ones had. I should go back and rewatch it.
That movie was really good.
Oh man! But we missed their episodes for like 3 years there, and that was just a shame.
How much money was used to make this movie?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering that earlier. I wonder how much, I definitely, I mean, they had to have made profit. I wonder how much it cost them. I'm curious to know how much they multiplied their initial budget. What do you think they threw at it?
Initially or overall? Okay, this is a bougie movie. I think they got boats, they got fast cars, they got cocaine. Someone's cocaine would be expensive.
They absolutely wrecked a Lambo.
Yeah.
Man, when he drives into the flower pot, no, don't do that. That's horrible.
And the whole scene that he initially doesn't drive all the way through the pot, like when he first describes when it is happening, he's telling
he just goes slow.
I was actually amazed that I didn't like scratch the car. And then the cops wake him up.
And it's just toasted.
Get on the boat.
Man, that 15-minute series from when he's leaving the country club and coming home. That's a great, well done. Good acting. So what are you throwing at it?
I'm gonna say easily 150.
Easily 150.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
got big
that's
stars.
reasonable. Yeah, sure. I mean, once you're in the hundreds of millions.
150 million.
Sure, I'm just gonna second you.
Second?
Yeah, you were good on the Rotten Tomatoes.
No unique
Sure, I'll allow it. All right, but I'm gonna guess the profit first.
Okay, profit.
And then you can copy that one. Profit.
Okay, so this one was
150. I had to, huh?
Yeah, profit.
I think they. I want to say more than doubled. I want to say they more than doubled. 2.5x. What's that come down to? 425? 375?
375.
375?
75.
Yeah, so 375. Yeah, sure. I like that. 2.5x. I'm pleased if they make 2.5x.
375, profit, 150. That's so much money.
That's a lot of money. What do you think they paid Just Leo? I don't quote me on this. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Jonah Hill offered to do the movie for free just so he could work with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow. That's baller.
Yeah, I mean, it really says something about Leo. It also says something about, like, Jonah Hill, I think, is pursuing an actor. But then there was also another story where he got pissed at Leonardo DiCaprio and made him eat, like, 80 pieces of yellowfin tuna. And then killed him.
I think it's when the dad comes for the credit card. And when the dad comes with the credit card scene and he's talking about the receipt and I think they're, like, having fish. And he's like, oh, are you gonna take that piece? And initially, Jonah Hill was supposed to eat it, but then he was just like, no.
That's in the when he gets wired. You gonna eat that, buddy? And then when he's like, I'm wearing a wire, don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah, I don't think they were eating anything.
Fish in that one. Oh, no, I don't think they were. They was, I don't know, no.
I gotta watch it again. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, so this movie actually may cost 100 million to make. Yeah. I think that's pretty surprisingly good.
It's actually less than good.
You have
it's a lot of money.
Like Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matthew McConaughey, Margot Robbie, Jonah Hill,
Christina Milioti.
Yeah, whoever that is. Who is that?
I don't like you.
Yeah. I see what
I'm finding a new podcast. Right?
No, I think we can put this out as a vote. If she is a good actor. I mean, I don't want to say she's a bad actor but it's like I don't like her, but I want to see how.
Why don't we just put out a vote? I shouldn't interrupt you. Finish your thought before I trash you.
I just wanted to see how many other people think correctly.
I should have trashed you.
Yeah.
Should have cut you off. How many people think that she made a good mother in How I Met Your Mother? I liked her. I liked her. I was pleased. I didn't feel the show did a great job, but I thought she did.
She was so
I liked
bad
her.
that the first time they
Screw
killed her, the
you.
second time she got
I'm
cheated
done
on.
with this conversation. I don't like you anymore. That's crazy. Oh man. All right. Set design and swag. Yeah. Good suits, you said.
Good suits. Are you big on suits?
I hate wearing suits. You know why? I don't like wearing suits, but I do like a pair. You get a good pair of shoes, suit pants, and then just the shirt, sleeves rolled up. That's good. I
That's
don't like a
good.
suit jacket.
Me neither.
Yeah, don't like a suit
They're
jacket.
restricting. Also, shoes sometimes. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of formal shoes either. I think I'm just like poor.
You maybe just need better fashion sense, my
I
guy.
like Vans. I mean,
Vans are quality shoes.
you know, but you go to like Wall Street, everybody's just like dressed the same, right? Like shirts, pants, suits, and then in the winters they have that long coat.
Yeah. But a good pea coat is nice. I used to love Vans. I like Jordans. I like Jordans now. Yeah,
Jordans
are good
with the
shoes.
suit. Oh, I think
Ooh, with a suit,
yeah,
you could probably rock that. Well, I was saying, I mean, they probably
right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
bro, imagine if everybody in the Wall Street were just wearing awesome sneakers.
You know, I like that thought. Well, now they got people rocking like fluvogs, which is just like clown shoes.
What is? I feel like you keep creating English words to trick me.
It doesn't really sound like an English word.
Fluvog.
Fluvog. John Fluvog is a shoe, I believe, is a diner that started in New York, and he makes crazy looking clown shoes. Like, but they go for hundreds, thousands of dollars, and it's like every now and then when you see someone walking down the street, oh, are those Fluvog? You get so many deals on that. But yeah, very easy to recognize. Just like next time you see someone with a dress shoe that looks like a clown shoe, it's gonna be a Fluvog.
Fluvog.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess a business idea. We're gonna make shoes for
Clowns.
Well, they got shoes. They got
got
multiple shoes. For people at the Wall Street.
Mm.
Clown shoes for Wall Street people.
Clown shoes for Wall Street people. Clown shoes for the clowns.
Clowns, shoes for the clowns. I think scene-wise, you have like that big office they get.
Mm-hmm.
I think that whole.
They get by the end the when he's got the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When he's got
yeah,
microphones
yeah,
and he has all the
the whole
meetings and
setup,
everything,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Once
yeah.
they move, what's the name of the company?
Stratton Oakmont.
Stratton Oakmont. Yeah, once they get that started, oh man, that upscaling of like going to like starting from a garage to going to a bigger place to a bigger place, and then to like having like IPOs happen in your office. I often am always curious when they get like, because you have like proper established actors and actresses who do like nude scenes, but when is it in bulk? Like, do they just reach out to like strip clubs? Do they have like specific background actors who are, willing to do that?
I think so. Generally, as I understand, if you like have an actor profile, you'll have a specific set of things that you're okay with doing on screen, and that can involve anything from nudity to sex scenes to and portraying religious concepts, even maybe. And then I know that there are like background actor databases that you kind of have to get accepted into, and then when films need a certain number of background actors, they'll just like go through that, find whoever they need, bring them in, they pay them a wage for the day, and then that's kind of what it is.
Ah, sweet. So like kind of getting like a stunt coordinator.
Stunt coordinator, I feel like would have, but yeah, sure. I mean, like we need a stunt man, who works in the industry, who's available in this area. Yeah,
somebody
sure.
can just kind of comes and make sure everything's like safe, clean. Because I know some people do like it's like an open set or a closed set, where an open set is anybody can kind of walk by, everybody can watch. Closed set is like only the actors and maybe the directors. I mean, the directors are watching to the camera, but only the actors are there. I know that because. The Room. I don't know if you've seen the movie The Room.
With
Tell me who's so.
Oh no, I haven't.
No,
I haven't.
no,
No, I
oh,
should,
yeah.
but I haven't. It's on the list. But then it's like, do I really want to spend an hour of my life watching just an objectively bad movie?
Yeah,
I
or
probably should.
you could be listening to our new episode.
Hey man, yeah, there you go. Does it make you want to become a stockbroker?
Stockbroker? I wondered about like getting into being the stockbroker, because I don't think there's a qualification.
You need don't you need a trader's license? Yeah, because remember at the start of the movie you have to like take some form of exam. You have to do your stockbroker's license, and then
True.
you're allowed to.
Yeah.
So there's probably some basic licensing.
Licensing, yeah. Yeah,
And you probably have to build a portfolio. In The Big Short, they always have these guys who have a portfolio of what they've managed to trade before they get accepted at like a.
I mean, I guess when you're going for a job, you gotta be
firm.
like, oh, like. But I wonder, like, do you just train by working on the Wall Street? I'm guessing they're like small. I mean, he does go join a small penny stock trading company.
I think you build a portfolio, and I feel like your job application at that point kind of just becomes, I know how to make money trading stocks. Give me a portfolio with a lot of money, and this is my typical return.
Yeah. Have you ever like seen like any of those videos like Grant Cardone and all? They have those like 10x classes. I mean,
I avoid that shit like the plague.
Me too.
I had to do that for people every day, so I found it exhausting. I run myself through that every morning. So,
Right? Did you ever like find yourself, wanting to be a stockbroker?
No.
I
think the like opportunity. The atmosphere and the culture absolutely does not interest me. I also think it's like it can be probably pretty predatory. It also deals with a lot of really high risk. I mean, and now all of a sudden you're risking other people's money and stuff like that. I think like the opportunity for financial gain and realistically like a lot of it in what seems to be, I think I could be a stockbroker. Like honestly, I feel like that is something that I could do, based because of like the general knowledge base of things, analyzing trends, recognition of shit like that. But I wouldn't want to do it, no.
But I imagine like it's like being good at like bullshitting.
Great at that.
Right? Like, I'm just gonna talk out of my ass. This is gonna go up. Yeah, you should invest. But definitely, there's. I think one good aspect that I think there's more in Big Short than this is like even in this he does a few times start explaining the terminology he's been using. But in Big Short it's like way more explained. But I think that's really cool because 2013 even now like financial literacy pretty rare thing out there. I mean, I just found out what an RRSP is a year ago. So those things. But no, I never thought like watching the movie I would be like, yeah, I want to get into this. I think you're right. The environment is just so toxic, and just putting yourself through that every day. And me personally, I just can't jerk off 2 times a day.
Yeah, amen, brother. I feel that though, like if one of the considerations I had was like, if being alive at that time period, right, and like you saw how many people like went and applied for that job when they did that first piece on him in the paper. I don't know how like sought after that type of role was, but it would probably be appealing depending on where you were in life, And you're based in New York, you're young and you've got ambitions and you want to be rich in New York, sure.
It's like Indians rushing to get a job at Tim Hortons. But yeah, what would you score it? 1 out of 10.
Can I add decimal points?
Sure.
Absolutely.
If you can do the math of dividing the average.
What do I give it personally? Yeah, I'll say 7.8 to 8.2. We'll call it a nice round 8.
8?
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like it's a fair score.
It's a very fair score.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of 8.5.
Yeah, really, you're going high.
Because I think just the average of like how the characters performed, how the actors performed the characters, the story, the way it's made, the scenes. Yeah, I think really good. But I do like 8 more. So I think I'm going to go with 8 as well.
8.
One thing
Look who's not fucking original now.
Right.
Why do you stick to your guns?
I learned from the best.
Yeah.
But one thing that really took away points from this movie for me was one thing you mentioned earlier was how that culture is just normalized. And that's something that's shown in this movie. But even when he gets arrested and then now he's lost his money because the aunt he gave it to has now just died. Also, what's with Hollywood and like people hooking up with their aunts?
They're bringing in directors who come from Middle America.
I see. It's keeping in the family, but there's no sad point in the movie.
Well, I feel like you're attached to the character in a way where it's just like you kind of just want him to win, right? Because it's just going. But one of the things that in the interview I was watching last night, they were like, if you walk away from this movie thinking and like idolizing that lifestyle, then you miss the fucking moral of the story, which is not playing by the rules will bring you the high life, but then cost you everything, right? And I feel like I was right around, they packed so much of his downfall in like 12 minutes. And right when the aunt dies and then the boat goes down and then he's sitting in the courtroom and he's got to sign the thing and he's like, just give it to me, right? And then he, he's losing his kid and he's lost his wife and it's just like, and you're right. I don't feel I was ever emotionally invested in the film, but definitely like felt the weight of the loss when over that span of 12 minutes, it was just like wondering how is he going to pay for it. Like he's just lost everything that the entire movie built up to. He lost his family, he's losing his friends, he's got a rat on everybody, he's losing his,
he does rat on everybody.
Moral compass.
But I just feel like for me that is still like not a big enough loss. I mean, even for him, in the end, he's still
lose a pinky.
Yeah. Right? I mean, he got so many people to invest money in stocks that were not going anywhere. But yeah, it's like, at the end of everything that happened, the time he was on the high, he was on a really big high. But even when they crashed, everything got taken away from him. He had to rat, he had to shut down his company. He still lived in a nice house. Had maybe a brokenish marriage, but with a hot lady. Then he went to prison, came out. Now the guy's like written a book about it. That's kind of like how the inspiration for the movie came to be. Now he again just goes out and sell me a bed.
Though I was looking at what his net worth is, and it was like the range was anywhere from 150 million to negative 100 million because he was required to pay $110 million to the people that he defrauded. So, I don't know. I feel like as a person, a real because this is based. So let's say that let's just treat it as a true story. What we saw was not fictionalized, and obviously parts of it are going to be overdone. But where do you feel he is in his life today as an individual to the degree that he is pleased with his current life?
I think if I was him, I think he would be very pleased. He did everything. He kind of bet super big, and the fact that he is like a stockbroker and pretty skilled enough, evidently, he's able to like provide for himself. But he's also kind of had that fun of playing with the devil.
Right? You think he's a sociopath?
No, I think he's just like a average corporate douche, right?
Sociopath?
Yeah.
I just feel like, especially, and then you're giving up, your friends and everything. There were points when I was watching the film where it was just like the person who falls into that role and is like just so okay making those decisions. I feel like there's a degree in which like you're constantly chasing something, and so your morals get changed slowly but surely. But then I also feel like when you're making decisions that have a certain level of weight or gravity behind them, there's self-rationalization where it's like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm supporting myself, I'm supporting my family, their money is better in my pocket, as he says, and now I'm giving opportunities to all these people, I believe in these people. But if your main method of supporting yourself, your family, and the people around you is actively and with the understanding that you are harming other people, that feels pretty sociopathic.
Yeah.
Or just like apathetic. Like,
yeah, and it's crazy that if you're able to do that, you're going to be paid substantially crazy amounts of money.
You want to become stockbrokers?
Bro, hell yeah.
No. Have fun. Get Shrek to do it.
I'm just gonna like door knock and be like, hey!
Sup, fuckers?
You should invest into my bank.
Sell me this pen. Alright, so I give it an 8. You give it an 8. Rewatchability, absolutely there. I've seen it 4 times. I will probably see it 4 more.
4 more.
Any less entertaining for you? Like, how many times have you seen it?
This was my 3rd time.
3rd? Yeah. Any less entertaining? 3rd time around?
No, actually, this was the most fun. Because the first time I'd seen it, it was just like, having it in the background. And then...
You had it in the background?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, like, okay, I'm just gonna like put on this movie and then
it didn't grab you.
Clean,
average
okay,
sure.
lifestyle. Then I saw it, but I didn't see it like fully invested. But this time, I relaxed. I was focused. I enjoyed it so much. I watched it with Sahil, I think like a month ago-ish. And it was, so good. I would definitely recommend not a background movie. Right?
No, you gotta
sit down and watch.
And like the acting, I felt like just across the board, the casting was exceptional. The acting across the board, exceptional. It's just like there's so much to appreciate outside of just the over the topness. Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for there? Extravagance.
I don't know what that means.
Alright, well. Moving on.
But one person, because one thing I really like to see in like movies is like who could have kind of done it better-ish. And I don't think I found anybody else who I would want to replace for Jonah Hill's character and what is Leonardo's character or even Matthew's character.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a great... I feel like, I mean, for a 10-minute cameo, Christian Bale, he's not charismatic enough.
Christian Bale, I don't want to hear about jerking off 2 times a day from Batman.
That's exactly who I want to hear it from. Yeah, okay, sure. Who do you replace?
I wanted to see Jessica Alba.
She's still relevant.
She is always relevant.
For who? For Margot Robbie?
Yeah. I think
She's always relevant.
she's so hot.
Yeah.
I think Jessica Alba would have played like a perfect role. I don't think then she would have had that bougie accent. But I think would have done like a really good. But yeah, that scene when she wakes him up, who's Venice?
Great.
I don't think anybody else could have done that scene if not Margot.
And I mean, like in the New York movie, you know, she's Duchess of Queens. Yeah, you gotta have Duchess of Queens.
Queens. That's also pretty.
And also the scene in the restaurant. How about the scene in the restaurant when they go on that first day? It's like, we're not gonna be friends. She kills it.
Bro, first date. Not even I guess first date. Takes him home like, hey, can you light the fire? Comes back, all clothes gone.
But you know what? Like she's I think like in this role I don't replace her, but in something like you Focus. You know Focus.
Mm-hmm. With Will Smith.
Like that could have been anyone. It didn't have to be her. Right.
Very replaceable there.
Sure.
But I think this one she like really carries the role of having that Duchess of Queens vibe, because it's not easy. I mean, we live in Vancouver. We meet like so many Duchess of Hastings,
and I hate them all. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that.
But then sometimes you'll see somebody who's like, oh, holy shit, like, wow, you know, they really carry themselves well. They actually, my thing that always breaks it apart is the sound they have, like the high pitched tone when they're trying to be bougie instead of actually being bougie.
It's just fake. It's like they're not themselves. They're trying to be that. You know? It's not. It's fabricated. It's bougie. It's not class.
Very unrelatable for me. That whole section of like, you know, like, just never gonna be around somebody who's like has a chihuahua as a dog.
I don't like small dogs. But then I feel the same way about those, you know, the Wall Street guys.
Yeah.
Douchebags.